do you train people on how to start something like this if they are interested, and the challenges you face, and any support in case you need something like that?
Okay, so I mentioned that I had a training in incubation management, business incubation management. So I opened this place up for it's an incubation hub. Apart from me doing my own work, it's an incubation hub also.
Okay.
So women, the youth, and even farmers. So they come here. I train them in fish processing. I have in two parts. If you have not worked before, you don't manage your own business. You will have to go through entrepreneurship. You have to know what it entails to be an entrepreneur, because it's very tough. If you don't do that, they start 1 year, 2 years down the line, they give up because of the challenges. So we go through how to marketing mix, pricing, even the pitfalls in entrepreneurship. You learn about all the. Then you come to the practicals also. Some do not want to. Maybe they've done entrepreneurship before, so they come straight into the processing. So I do that.
One of the favorite sources of protein in Ghana is tilapia because of its taste, but the common way of eating it here is in the grilled form, fresh soup, or fanti, or the smoked or Kobe. But today we have discovered something unique on this channel. So kindly come along with me as I engage an innovative woman who is doing amazingly well in the aquaculture sector. She's doing a lot of things you can never imagine using tilapia. I am going to engage Madam Mabel Quarshie, right?
Yes.
Yes, take us through her journey of discovering how to use tilapia for sausages, crackers, and many other things you may have never think about. So welcome to Society 360. We are glad to have you on this channel.
Thank you.
Yes. I think before I came here finally after chasing you for this interview, I discovered you at the Aquaculture Award that happened around April.
Yeah.
April, right?
Yeah.
And you were an award winner because of the innovative things you're doing in the sector. And then tilapia happens to be one of the things you're doing. You are using to do, yes, and catfish. You have catfish sausage, Kobe powder. Can you take me through the journey on how you even discovered to use this common thing that we just grill or use fresh? How to use it for these basic things these things that we have never thought of.
Okay, so I worked in a bank. I think for 20 years in a bank, Merchant Bank, now Universal Merchant Bank. And then along the line, I was an RM. So as an RM, you have to visit the farm, you have to visit your customers, to know what they are doing, the KYCs, know your customer. So I had a customer in Akuse. I used to visit on the farm, and he does tilapia farming. So I got excited about the fish. I mean, you find the tiny ones, the fingerlings, you throw feed at them, they come quickly and they come and eat. And then in no time, 2, 3, 4 months, you find them big enough to, you call them table size. So when I had to do my MBA in entrepreneurship, one of the requirements was to bring a business idea. And that was what I had in mind. So I did a bit of research and I presented it, and I was admitted into the course to do the course. And that is what you use in all the models, because you are focusing on the business that you want to do. So when I left the bank in 2014, it was an obvious thing to walk into. So I started with the fish farming at Akuse, the same place.
Okay.
Then it was good. The first few kgs that we did was very good. I mean, the profit margins were okay. Then unfortunately, the unfortunate happened.
Okay.
We lost everything by an act of God. The river turned upside down, and we call them mortality upon mortality. So everything went down. Then I said to myself, I'm still in the aquaculture space.
Yeah.
So what can I do? Because then I didn't know what else I have to do. But before then, I had taking a training course in Uganda. I wanted to establish an incubation hub, business incubation hub in the aquaculture space, because
Okay.
we have a lot of incubation, but we don't have aquaculture.
Yes.
So I was fished out actually by AIN, African Agribusiness Incubation Network. So I went for the training in Uganda. Then I chanced upon fish sausage there. So when everything failed, I thought that why don't I try my hands on the fish sausage? So I started in my kitchen. I bought a small, you find the food processor.
Yeah.
I bought a small one, 250 cedis or 230 cedis. That's what I started with.
Okay.
So I started in my kitchen. I read a lot. It's very difficult to find fish sausage, so I have to go to the eastern side. They eat a lot of fish. Asians.
Okay, yeah.
I get the fish paste. How do I get the fish paste? What do I add to it? What spices will take will make fish smell better and all that.
Okay.
So I formulate, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Then I go back and redo it, and then when I got my hands on it, I went back to Uganda to learn how to do it properly, because I just wanted to have an idea whether it will be workable or not. So I went back to Uganda and for a week, and I was trained how to prepare the fish sausage. So that was the fish sausage alone. So that's how I started with that, and then after a while I added other products also to it.
So this is how the fish sausage looks like.
Yes, this is the fresh one. Yes,
Okay.
but I must say that when I started the fish sausage, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it wasn't accepted, but it was difficult for people to believe that you can make sausages out of fish, and they doubted it. So I wasn't selling. So what we planned was that we'll go on exhibitions, expo, and then I take a grill with a kebab powder and everything, and I grill. I started sampling. Initially, it was sampling. But later on, we started selling. So when you taste it and it's nice, then you believe that what I have there, it's something that can be eaten. Other than that, they felt that it wouldn't taste well. We are used to pork and then beef and then chicken sausage.
And sometimes we don't even know what exactly the sausage is made with.
Yes. So I sell more with the grills than even the fresh, because then we do funerals, we do weddings, parties. Even sometimes offices, when somebody is celebrating their birthday, they call, we just grill and then pack. Or sometimes we take our grill there, depending on the numbers. We take our grills there and then do it. So the main product from this is the grill sausage, but not the fresh.
Okay, so is it just the tilapia you used for it, or you've added other ingredients to make it tasty?
Okay, so I use tilapia. Sometimes I use catfish also. But there are a lot of spices.
Okay.
Sausages will taste better if you have your spices right.
Yeah.
So I have spices basically, and then fish will not bind easily. So a little bit of binding agent to make it stick together.
Okay.
But apart from that, everything is natural. Yes.
And I'm sure the things used for this sausage are locally sourced.
Oh,
They
yes.
are made here in Ghana.
Yes, they are locally. The spices are made here. Sometimes I do them myself, or I buy the powder, the spices.
Okay. Okay, so moving away from sausage, I also have Kobe here, boneless Kobe in this package. How do you achieve it? I mean, the Kobe we see on the market is a full tilapia made using salt and other things.
Yeah.
Basically salt, but I'm told they add other chemicals. I don't know about that, but I'm told they add other chemicals. But this is boneless Kobe packaged like this. How do you achieve it?
Okay, so when I finished, I was satisfied with the sausage. My plan is to put on the market innovative fish products. I mean, products that you will not find on the market. And I have my own saying that whatever you can use meat, probably you can use fish. So I like trying my hands on them. So I thought that, well, fish sausage alone will not give me the kind of profits that I need to run the business. So I put on Facebook and I asked the question, why do people not take Kobe? And I had a lot of business ideas. Some of the reasons were that it's too salty. Others were saying that because of the chemicals, they are not comfortable buying, because if you go to the market, you don't know which one you are buying.
Yes.
And others also said, I've talked about
The bones. Yeah.
and the, so quickly I started thinking, and then I came out with the boneless Kobe. I have in chunks also. The idea is to make it also easy for you to eat. And then I thought that some people eat, they just want the flavor of Kobe
in their
food, in their meals. So why don't you just develop the powder also for them? So it's just, I just say that fapi timukeke. I mean, just sprinkle in your food and you get the Kobe flavor that otherwise you'd have cut a piece of Kobe and put in your soup or something. But this one is the powder. So this is the reason why I came up with the Kobe. It was more of feedback from
so I would say you did a market research.
Yes.
To know what people
Will
like,
prefer, yes,
prefer,
yes.
and then you came up with this.
Yes.
Wow, that's quite interesting. And it's packaged like this. The package contains how many?
This contains 10.
10 strips of this.
Yes.
Okay, and it goes for how much?
It goes for 50 cedis.
50 cedis. So it means a single one like this is 5 cedis. This is quite affordable, very affordable, right? And I can see the crackers too. I can't wait though. I want to taste it.
Go ahead and taste it.
The
then I'll
crackers.
give my comments.
Yeah. Oh, but should I give you some?
So this is tilapia crackers. It's made from tilapia.
So it's fried?
It's fried, yes. The fresh one, it comes in this form. I roll it in this form.
Oh, okay.
And then you dry it. You dehydrate. When you dehydrate, then you cut into strips. So this is the dry ones, which are not fried. You can't eat it.
Okay, so
but when you fry it, it's just like prawns, crackers, and all that.
Oh, so when you fry it, it pops up like this.
Like this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. So you see, I think viewers, if you find this conversation very, very interesting and helpful, please subscribe to our channel, because we promise to be bringing you more and more of these innovations right here in Ghana. Me, for instance, my children, they don't like fresh tilapia or even the grilled one. They don't like it. So if I want to eat banku and tilapia, I have to be thinking about what I'll give them as protein. So this, kids will love it.
Yeah.
I tell you, they would love it. And when I'm going to the house, I think I'll have to grab some of this and go and use it. Wow, so that's quite interesting. So are you able to take me through the process, how you achieve this? You talk about the drying part, but how do you even turn the tilapia to become like this before you dry it and then later fry it to the finished product?
Okay, so you have to get the flesh of the tilapia. So either you remove the skin or you scoop the tilapia and then you blend it. You
remove the bones too?
Yes, you remove the bones. Yes, everything I do here, I remove the bones.
Okay.
So then when you scoop and you blend until it becomes creamy. It becomes creamy, very, very like maybe ice cream or something.
I understand, yeah.
And then you add your spices to it. But what makes it pop is starch.
Okay.
Either cassava starch or corn starch.
Corn starch.
Then you mix it until you get a dough.
Okay.
And then you roll it and then steam. It has to be cool. So this one is steamed. And then you dry.
I can taste a bit of heat, like pepper.
Yes, I added exactly. I added
so nice.
I added some chili powder to it, and then the spices. So and then you just dry it, and then you fry.
Okay. So you would take us through how the filleting is done, how you do the filleting, and whether you just throw the head or the bones and everything, every other thing you get from the boneless Kobe powder for this, and any other thing you use tilapia for. What you use the head or the bones for. That one we'll talk about it later. And I'm very interested in this Kobe powder. Seriously. How do you achieve this?
Okay, so when you dry you put the salt on the in the first day you do the filleting because everything I do here it's without bones. So when you put the salt on and then it's ready to be dried, you have to dry it. It has to be very dry, and then you mill it.
Okay, so you don't dry your Kobe in the sun like
No. I use a dehydrator.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
because it attracts a lot of flies.
It's true.
And I don't want the contamination and all that. So everything I do is done indoors.
Yeah, so it's not also exposed to dust.
No,
and
it's not
other-
exposed to dust. The wind carries a lot of particles, microbials, and all that. So I do everything indoors. No, so this one, the fish is cut into pieces, and we dip into butter.
Yeah.
We dip into butter and then fry. So you can take it with yam or kenke, banku or whatever. And the feedback I got was it rather took over the patronage of the sausage. So then I also did the Kobe. When I did the Kobe, the comments that I had from friends is that we want the ones that the lizards ran over it, and this one is too fine for us. We want the one that lizards ran over it and all that. That makes it real Kobe. But I sell it more outside than in Ghana.
Oh, okay. You export them.
Yes.
Wow.
Either I export myself or they because I advertise on Facebook. When they see, they call their families to buy for them, or when they come down, they themselves will also come and buy. So the Kobe, even though I sell in Ghana, most of them are shipped to the US and then UK especially.
Okay.
So yes, Ghanaians love the head, and I think that the Kobe, the whole Kobe, is on the market. If you want something different, this is what I'll present. If you want the whole ones, I can prepare for you, but I concentrate on the ones that you cannot easily get on the market.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's quite interesting. So is that why you said you'll be traveling to the US?
Yeah.
To do exhibition.
Yeah.
And so I should get Kobe powder will be a star of all the products you are going to exhibit over there, knowing that the market for you usually comes from outside.
Yeah.
Are they basically just Ghanaians from outside, or you also get orders from other foreigners?
Okay, so foreigners are not too familiar with but when I go on exhibitions and they see, they are curious and some buy to try, because I've had a couple of foreigners come here, one from Italy, another one from Malaysia, and they took samples because they wanted to try and see the taste, because we make so much noise about our Kobe here. But the US is an expo organized by Ghana US Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
And they want to introduce Ghanaian products into shops like ShopRite and other supermarkets in the US.
Okay.
So we are starting with the one in Philadelphia. And we were selected actually because we wanted to make a mark to hit the target. So we were, I should say, carefully selected to take part. The products that is not too common, the African product that is not too common. So the idea is that if you walk into ShopRite and you find these innovative products in there, then you buy other Ghanaian products as well, because people walk into ShopRite and do a lot of shopping. And if I step into ShopRite and I finish my shopping, there's an African corner and I can get my fish and other products there, then I'm likely to buy from them. So that is what is going to happen from the 12th to the 16th of September.
Okay, so the crackers, how much do you sell it? How do you package it and how much do you sell it?
Actually, the crackers is my new baby.
Okay.
It's not yet on the market. I just finished with the trials and all that. Normally, I do that, and I have friends like
yeah.
So if there are any comments, I just try to work on it before I put it on the market. So it's not on the market yet.
Yes.
Even though I've had orders, I've delivered to some people. I just want to get comments if there are any changes or something that I have to do about it. I do it before. So it's not on the market yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think you should hurry with introducing it to the market because it tastes really nice. And children who don't like taking fish, fresh fish like my children, this is very good for them. I can see some machines here. Is that what you used for your processing?
Yeah.
Are you able to take me through
They are
the machines
simple,
and the kind of things they do here?
simple machines that we use here. This is 3-in-1.
Okay.
So this is a mincer, and then I have this one is a shredder. So that's what I use in shredding the Kobe, the chunks that I have.
Oh, okay.
So it goes in here, and then this is the sausage stuffer.
Okay.
You know, you asked about the casing.
Yes.
So when you put the paste in here, this is what it comes out into a tube like. Actually, I use artificial casing because it's fish, and I know some people do not want to take. They don't take any meat product at all. So I don't mix any meat product with it because the casing, some of them are from hog, that's the pig intestines or lamb intestine, but I use artificial casing. So these are some of the machines. They are just simple machines that then I have a steamer, my blender, my packaging materials also there.
Okay. I know you have your target markets, but why focus on boneless Kobe? Why do you take them out? Because I know they are very nutritional.
Yeah. So I take the bones out, like I said. I did a little survey. In the first place, if I want to do the sausage or the crackers or nuggets, I have to take the bones out.
Okay.
Because those ones it's only the flesh. The sausage, for instance, I can't keep the bones in. But for the Kobe, I take the bones out because of what my customers they prefer. That Kobe tilapia contains a lot of bones, so they will prefer if they don't have the bones. I know the nutritional value in bones. So what I'm trying on right now is to find means of drying the bones and grinding into powder. That one, I haven't been able to finish that yet because I need, the dehydrator will not work. I need a proper dryer to do that, and I'm working on that. So currently, it's used to feed pigs. So I have somebody who will come and pick it. I used to add the heads also to it initially. Then I realized that I could make small money out of the heads. So now I separate the heads from the bones. I sell the heads. And then the bones will go into feeding other animals.
Okay, so bringing our conversation to a close, you left the banking industry to find a space in the aquaculture sector. How has the journey been? Is it better? Is it profitable?
Yes and no. When I left the bank, I met a gentleman, and through introduction, it was mentioned that she used to work in the bank, and the man is a Lebanese or something. He looked at me and said, "Madam, are you crazy?" I said, "Why?" He said, "You work in a bank, your salary is assured. Those of us here, every month we are struggling to pay our staff, but." Working in a bank was very stressful. It was very stressful. This one, I work, and the joy is that I'm working for myself and the profit is coming to me. So even if I sleep late, I know I'm getting something that I really love doing. So it's easy. It's not easy, but it's easy in the sense that when I even had a farm in Akwese, I can leave the house if I'm not doing anything. If you are not doing sorting, which I have to leave at dawn, I can leave around 9, go by 2 o'clock, I'm back in the house. But if I'm in the bank, I leave at sometimes 5:30 and come home around 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think leaving that space to start something like this?
I mean, being on your own or running your own business is not easy. It's very difficult. I mean, sourcing for funding, getting your customers, retaining them and all that. It's not that easy, but the joy in it is that you are providing service that you yourself, you have control over. If your product is not liked, you have the ability or you have the opportunity to tweak it to suit what your customers are asking for. other than the straight way of doing things. If you work in the bank, this is what you must do. You have to do it. You have to do it. But you have the flexibility.
Okay.
So it's quite fulfilling actually. You get tired here. Yesterday I left here after 10. But I'm happy with what I've been able to do so far.
So briefly, I know what you're doing is quite unique. Do you train people on how to start something like this if they are interested, and the challenges you face, and any support in case you need something like that?
Okay, so I mentioned that I had a training in incubation management, business incubation management. So I opened this place up for it's an incubation hub. Apart from me doing my own work, it's an incubation hub also.
Okay.
So women, the youth, and even farmers. So they come here. I train them in fish processing. I have in two parts. If you have not worked before, you don't manage your own business. You will have to go through entrepreneurship. You have to know what it entails to be an entrepreneur, because it's very tough. If you don't do that, they start 1 year, 2 years down the line, they give up because of the challenges. So we go through how to marketing mix, pricing, even the pitfalls in entrepreneurship. You learn about all this. Then you come to the practicals also. Some do not want to, maybe they've done entrepreneurship before, so they come straight into the processing. So I do that. Then I have organizations too that invite me. Last week I told you about Sogakope. It was organized by Wish. They had some interns at Flossel.
Yes, Flossel
Farm. So after his session, I also took them to 3 days. We did fish sausages, we did fish crackers, and then we did nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what I also. So depending on, in October, for instance, I have farmers in Ahafo. They are coming together. They want us to train them into. They do a lot of catfish, and you know, catfish, the market is not as good as tilapia. So they want also to process. So these are the kind of trainings that I do. Then the facility is also made available to you. If you finish with your training and you don't have money to set up, you can still come and use the equipment because it's FDA certified.
Okay.
The facility is FDA certified, and the product is also. So if it's under my supervision, you can use it and sell until such a time that you can have money to set up your own. Then you can wean yourself off.
Okay. So what about your own challenges? Are there any challenges in the business you do?
Yes. Oh, I haven't seen any situation where there are no challenges. There are challenges.
Yeah.
We all sing the same song. Funding. We all sing the same song because if you don't have enough funding to go by your processing, you find out that you will not be able to scale up as you want. I have done this. The next step is to scale up, maybe get a bigger place where you can have a more suitable training place and all that. And then staff. It's a big challenge. You can't turn your back and come back and find things the way you want it done. It's a big challenge. But once you learn the pitfalls, you anticipate these things and you know how to work around it.
Okay. Madam Mabel, thanks so much for talking to us on Society 360. We are very, very grateful. So this is our new discovery on Society 360. In case you are interested, you want to be trained on how to do Kobe powder, the crackers, my favorite here so far, the fish sausage. I mean, every other thing you can think of. She's using catfish, tilapia, and I'm sure she has other products that we have not shown on this channel yet. So that has been our conversation with her. She's located at where? Spintex.
Sakumono.
Yeah, Sakumono. Kindly tell us your location and your contact number.
So we are located in Sakumono, behind the community hospital, close to the Kingdom Hall. My contact is 055 5507 515. I have all the fives in there. Yes.
Okay, so our new discovery for me, I'm really the Kobe powder. I am so marveled at how you are able to get this, But thanks to the machines she uses, she got this. Just sprinkle a bit of it in your stews. I'm sure this will be very good for jollof rice, right? And then my favorite right here for your kids. Buy some for them. She said she has not introduced you to the market yet, but I'm sure when she does, it would be boom. Yeah, so subscribe to this channel. We need it to keep inspiring us to be giving you more of these videos, innovative stuff here in Ghana. It's a buy from us here.
I want the cameraman to taste and for them also to be on camera.
Cameraman. This guy, he's a cameraman, but he doesn't like camera.
He doesn't like you on camera. No,
Open, come now.